Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000, no sé cuánto salen, ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos, están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta te estira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, perfecta, 120 euros. Inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares. La cancha no tiene un solo pozo. El arco tiene 7 metros 20 por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está...
Fun if I can have a bit of fun with you. I mean, Arsenal are flying high, so no surprise to see the RAF story this week. Firstly, when are they coming in? Are they coming in to see the RAF? I didn't have to dodge any planes to get in the car park. And secondly, how do you come up with these ideas? Because they're very out of the box. They're very left.
What do you see?
A duck.
Danny, what do you see?
Predominantly I see the rabbit.
This is the most difficult thing in a football club. And in the process that we are in right now, even harder. My only aim is that everybody sees.
Good evening, people. Good evening. Everybody in the chat, big up, big up, big up. You know who I got today. You know who I got today. The man himself, Shane. How you doing, Shane?
All good, man. All good. Can't complain. Kids are off school, so nice and relaxed. Chilled house. You know, Arsenal on the top of the league. Can't really complain, man. But trust me, there is still things to complain about, and we'll discuss them. That's what we do over here, man. That's what we do. Big up to you, man. Big up to Rashid. And big up to the wonderful, wonderful chat, of course.
100%, man. No, because do you know what it is? Let's just get straight to it. You know what I'm saying? We talking about we're gonna be talking about a little bit about the win that obviously last game and the way we won it. But we're obviously gonna talk about the positive, and then we'll talk a little bit about the negatives of what this football club has come to. We're top of the league. Somehow, I don't know how, but somehow we are top of the league. 5 points clear. Liverpool, Man City dropping points. It's crazy here, Shane. It's crazy. It's crazy over here because we expected at least a bit of battle until we get maybe to the latter stages. That's when people will fall off. And yeah, do you get what I'm trying to say? That's what we saw last game, and we hope that it's going to happen again and again and again. But what was your thoughts on the game, like overall, and how are you feeling right now about Arsenal?
The thing with City and Liverpool falling off, this happened in 22-23 as well. We started well, other teams fell off. We got so far ahead that we thought he can't blow from here, and he did. So when I look at that Palace game, yeah, you can say we won. Yeah, you can say another clean sheet. All good stuff, by the way. But I say this often on my show: if you want to win the top competitions in football, you have to nitpick. You have to make sure that everything's perfect. You have to dismiss the 90% of things you did well and take the 10% and work on them, because otherwise you end up finishing 2 points behind, like we did in 23-24. That's the difference. City took care of business. So I look at the fact that we didn't have our first shot till the 31st minute. You know, that's not good enough. I look at the fact that we've only got 5 goals from open play. That's not good enough. That won't last. I look at the fact that we're insisting on long throws, even though we've never scored from one. Not once have we scored from a long throw, and we keep taking them. What's the point? What's the point in slowing the game down? What's the point in long throws if you're not scoring for them? So there's a lot of stubbornness. I look at the fact that the famous 5 of Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Royce, and Saka continue to be flogged. You know, these are all things that will catch us out. And people think that we're just going to run away with it now. Overconfidence, I worry about that. I worry about Rice coming off the pitch and when they're walking into the dressing room, he's giving it all of this to the guy at the camera. Like, we've got the mentality and all. Settle the fuck down. You don't have the mentality till you get over the line. That's when you have the mentality. You know, so there's a lot of things I worry about, but that's what I do because I want to see my team win. I want to see my team win. And everything's going well at the moment. But I've said it before, you know, unless we have a 10 to 15 point lead in like February, I'll always feel this guy can throw it away. I think we need to be so far ahead that when he starts tinkering, it's not too late. Because I look at that Palace match. Oh, they didn't have a shot on target. Well, they had the better of the first half by a long way. Zubimendi gave the ball away far too much. And if Rice is out for any period of time, Zubimendi's going to get swamped. He was not good enough in any way, shape, or form. I look at Gabriel running on fumes. Saliba, that's clearly his ankle again. He was rushed back. He could be in and out of the team if he keeps rushing them back. Timber running on fumes, Rice running on fumes. Saka's not the same. We can see that he's not the same player. He's ruined him. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that could go wrong. About. Yeah, a lot of things that could go wrong that haven't. But people don't seem to realise that Liverpool won their first 7 games. Look at them now, right? That can happen to us. That can easily happen to us. That's what happens in football, especially when you have a manager like this guy. So unless we're a country mile ahead come the last few months, I think that Pep or whoever's chasing him will chase him down. And until he gets over the line, he's still on fraud watch. And then even when he does, he's on fraud watch because it's still only 2 trophies in 7 years, which isn't good enough. So he needs to start winning heavily for me to start thinking this guy's any use.
No, facts. I'm going to hang on to the last bit he said about even when he wins. Do you know what I'm saying? Not saying that he does. I'm still saying that we're gonna throw it away. But I'll tell you why. Obviously, my opinion why. But the last bit when you said it's not the same. It's not the same. The 2 trophies in 7 years is not good enough. But
nope.
Big up Jalil. Jalil saying what's Jalil saying? He's saying he okay. Excited for Wednesday. Kepa, white mascara. Okay, that's someone we'll talk about that one later. That's Lee's intro. I stole that shit. If you don't understand this, yeah. Go watch 6ix9ine. I stole that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? I stole that shit from Lee. Tell him that I stole it. That's a legendary video, by the way. Do you know what I'm saying? Legendary video. I respect that guy, even though I never know him. I never will know. You know what I'm saying? Big ups. Salute to you too, Mr. Pads. I just saw the Rodri back in full training with Man City now that the Premier League are only planning on having 1 game on Boxing Day this year. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a conversation for another day, talking about Man City. But some fried duck now would be nice. Big up you, not big up Zay. Big up like a thief. Big up to you, my friend. If we were half as good offensively as we were defensively, then we'd be walking the league. That's the frustration part for me. He still hasn't figured out how to get the most out of the attack. Big up Gavin, big up Joanne, big up you, not big up everyone in the chat. Listen to me. This is my opinion on this. Being 17th on after spending 1 billion and a bit, being 17th is a disgrace. I don't know how you look at it. I don't care how you look at it. You can't be telling me that set pieces is the only plan. I'm not having it. Do you know what I'm saying? I've never seen a team win it before. I've asked people older than me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like yourself, Shane, a lot last time we were talking. Jezza, like I've asked people that are older than me, and even so, they told me that it never happened. Apart from Liverpool, I think in the 60s or something like that, 70s, but they said they had an attack as well. They weren't just heavily relying.
Oh, they had Roger Hunt smashing in goals. They had players all over. They had players all over the pitch that could damage it. Roger Hunt was one of the top scorers in their history. Like they had players, even with the George Graham era. People keep referring to that with the defense. Ian Wright won the Golden Boot a couple of years. Before that, Alan Smith won 2 Golden Boots. We had forwards that would put the ball in the net. Paul Merson was getting 15 goals a season. You know what I mean? So it's not the same. It's not the same. They're trying to compare it to the same. That Arsenal team under George Graham would dominate, take the lead, and then sit back, but then they'd hit on the counter-attack. Someone came into my chat. Sorry to cut across you, but because this is a pet peeve of mine. Someone came into my chat the other day when I was doing the Bruce Banana, sort of prattling on about oh, well, you didn't complain when George Graham was winning 1-0 and blah, 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 1-0 to the Arsenal. The 1990-91 season, the last league George Graham won, the second one he won, there was 3 1-0 wins. That's it, 3 1-0 wins. We've equaled that already this season, right? He only had 3 1-0 wins that whole season in the league. And everybody talks about all the 1-0 to Arsenal. There was a 6-1, there was 3 4-1s, there was a 4-0. No one talks about that. So it's not the same at all the way people talk about it. But yeah, no, it's just a pet peeve of mine that people are trying to say, oh, well, George Graham did it. No, we were scoring goals all over the place, mate. Trust me.
Facts. The thing is, yeah, do you know why they say George Graham did it and they get away with it? Because there's a lot of people that are older and that actually watch George Graham that are not coming out and saying it enough. You need to say it enough for the people that need to hear this. 17th in the league. How do you feel about that one, Shane? Because I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen a team be first and 17th in the league when it comes to open play. And is it normal after spending that amount of money? And
no.
Yeah, what's the plan when it doesn't work? Like the set piece don't work.
That's the thing. That's the thing that people don't realize. Last season was when we started getting the reputation for corners. We were banging them in. We were top of the corner league and all this sort of stuff. And we couldn't miss. Then there was about a 10 or 15 game period where we didn't score from a set piece, right? So that'll happen. That'll happen. Teams will figure you out, or the refs will get it can't last, right? It can't. If Rice gets injured, not only do we lose him covering for Zubimendi, we lose his corners, because at the moment his set piece delivery, there's no one equal to him on the planet, because he puts it on the money every single time, right? 1 or 2 won't, obviously, but 90% of the time he's putting the ball right on the money. So we will lose that, and we'll lose him covering for Zubimendi. And ironically, the way he will get injured is from all the running he's had to do to cover for the likes of Zubimendi and keep the team together. People, again, are oblivious to this.
Do you think he's injured?
He's walking off the... I think he's been injured for a long time. His back's been at him. You can see him limping. He's knackered after 20 minutes. He doesn't look right. And he's like Jack Wilshere. He doesn't know how to stop. He doesn't know how to pace himself, because he just has to give 100%. He's definitely injured. You can see it. He was limping off the pitch again. You know, it'll be little niggly knocks and stuff like that, and he'll keep playing him. But at some point, if you have a car and you just keep patching it up, it'll break down soon, and it'll just be 10 grand's worth of damage done to it. So if he goes out of the team, we're done. We're finished, by the way. That's it. We will just fall off by a country mile. We cannot play without him. But then people say, well, how do you rest him? Look, we'll be okay in games against Burnley and fucking even Palace at home. We could have done without him in that game. Oh, but he set up to go, look, if we played football properly, we could get by without him, by the way. With a proper manager managing this team, we could get by without him, because he just swamped the other team and we'd score 2 or 3 from open play. But with this system, without him, we're done. And that will probably be his downfall. If he manages to somehow keep him fit, we might be all right. But it'll come at the cost of this guy's career finishing a year or 2 early.
No, unfortunately, this is the thing when it comes to injuries as well. It's something else we need to touch on, because the amount of running these men are doing every game is crazy. Let's start there, because the amount of running is just absolutely mental for this manager. That's one of the things. Second of things, I'm not seeing enough football for me to just believe that we have that something that will get us over the line. We're scoring more than we used to score last season, and even last season wasn't good enough. So I'm seeing like players like, for example, Eze, Gyökeres. Did we buy them? What's the reason for us to buy a number 10 and them not be creative? I don't understand. Not use him to his full strengths. Not let him play with a little bit of freedom where he can run and do whatever he wants. Because it's either the manager's holding him back or Eze was too gassed. So either way, do you know what I'm saying? Either way, it's these top units' fault. Because when you think about it, is that you kept this manager and you gassed this player. So one of them, I don't understand. Because we were happy with Eze. Do you know what I'm saying? We were happy with Eze to come in. And I'm saying we did. But like, we didn't gas him up like these man. These man made him sound like he's some Ronaldinho or something like that. What are you expecting? Do you know what I'm saying? I was listening to the guys earlier on. I was listening to the team, and I think it was I think it was Kenny that said it. Without the ball, he's not doing what a striker should be doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like, I know that you have to score, and that's the only position that we want you to be in. But it's lagging. It's lagging.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit there. But yeah, no, well Rashid has a look at that. I agree with the Eze thing. I've said it many a time. And a lot of people in the chat will know from my streams. I've warned people when we got Eze that we're not getting the Crystal Palace Eze. We're getting the Arteta trimmed down Eze, the nullified Eze, or the castrated Eze, if you want to go down that road. Any attacking player under this guy does not get any freedom whatsoever. Same with Gyökeres. I heard somewhere, I think it was Lee, said that Gyökeres is doing something like 20% more running for Arsenal than he did for Sporting, and he's barely, none of it is while he's attacking. It's all tracking back. It's all closing down. It's, you know, it's what this manager does. They have to cover so much ground, and it's why they get so many fatigue injuries. It only comes down to that. So I was just saying there. Oh, sorry. So I look at the system is the issue, without a doubt. You're all right. The system is the issue. I was just saying to the chat there that with Gyökeres, I think it was Lee saying that he's doing 20% more a game in running. Right, he's doing 20% more running every game that he did at Sporting. None of it is getting into attacking position. It's all tracking back. It's all closing down. It's all. Why do you want your attacking player knackered like that? I mean, I was just nearly finished it now, listening to the Ibrahimovic autobiography, and he was saying that, you know, when Van Basten came in at Ajax to manage the youth team, Van Basten was his hero, and he said to him, "Oh, the manager's saying I have to do this, and this." And he said, "Don't listen to him. Don't be wasting your energy tracking back all the time. Just do a bit of it, enough to harry the attacking players, but you should have all your energy." It's the most basic thing in the world for me, is your attacking players need to have their energy when they attack, when they do their job. So with Eze, he's under a system. That's the problem there. I was saying to the chat as well that I told people for time when we were even linked with him, you won't get the Crystal Palace Eze. Don't be thinking you're going to get this guy who goes where he wants and shoots when he wants and passes and tries ridiculous things. You'll get the restricted Eze. He looks, to me, frustrated when he gets the ball because he just wants to go and express himself, but he knows he'll get the bullet. And people need to remember as well, Rashid, that this thing we're seeing of Eze starting in the midfield, if Odegaard's fit, he doesn't start there. He doesn't start in midfield if Odegaard's fit. You know what I mean? There's no way. There's no way he starts in midfield. So this is what people have to remember as well, that when Odegaard and Havertz are back, this manager resorts back to type. We go back to the team from last year. Basically the same team from last year, but with Zubimendi instead of Partey. And Zubimendi is no Thomas Partey. Whatever a scumbag Thomas Partey is, on the pitch, he is not Thomas Partey. He's not as good. He's not as dominant. So when this guy gets a fully fit team, or if he ever does, he's going back to the team that couldn't get over the line. So we need to be so far ahead that he cannot throw it away. But I mean, I keep telling everybody that will listen, I was telling viewers today, just relax, because you, me, him, Lee, Jezza, all these people, we win at the end of this season, no matter what, right? Because either we end up with a league or a Champions League, or we get rid of the manager we don't want. So we cannot lose. We can't lose this year. The top Gooners can lose, because if we don't win anything, they lose their manager, you know. But at least we can fall back on getting rid of the manager, because if he doesn't win a big trophy this season, he's gone. So we get to celebrate at the end of the season regardless. Either we win something big or we get rid of the manager, and that, I'm fine with that.
But that's the thing. These top Gooners are just going so far. This is one of the people that went far, you know. And we're just gonna listen to it, guys, just for a little bit, yeah. Just for a little
that
bit.
was an excellent performance. A lot of people, they need to look at football, right? The history of football, different styles of football. A lot of you have not lived through the George Graham era, right? When George Graham, he
Sorry, guys. This is a guy that is what 56 years old. How old do you think he is, Shane?
I'd say he's
around that time?
minimum
Around
50
that
odd,
age?
60 maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to this one. Just wanted to
George Graham era, right? When George Graham, he built a defence that was one of the best defences in world history. Tony Adams, Steve Bold, Martin Keown, Lee Dixon.
Now you're
Roger
just
Whittaker,
naming top
David
defenders.
Seaman, right? For 10 years. And that's Arsene Wenger was good, yeah, but he inherited George Graham's defence, right? So what Arteta's doing, all these people, okay, for the last 3 years, we come second.
Oh,
But look
wait. Okay, we just come second. We just come second, Shane. It's
We celebrate
it's
that
okay.
now.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's okay.
We celebrate that
But
now.
what matters is now.
Yeah.
You don't just support you.
Look at this one.
Also, I bought it today.
And then he proceeds to gas at us.
King Arteta,
Mhm.
right? Big thing about that as well. When you support a football club, you don't just support it when it's winning. You support it when it's losing. I went through Bertie Mee, Terry Neal, Don Howe, all these people.
Now he's just naming people. Do you know? People don't be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's this guy is trying to gaslight us into thinking, yeah, that you have to go with anything that's negative and turn it into a positive, and that's how you support Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying?
But the
That's
thing
how
is,
you
Rashid, Jezza and the lads
You know what I'm saying?
protested.
We are praising and criticizing a club that we like.
You like it again.
Did it block?
It's sort of like it again. Why not? Yeah, Bertie Mee, is he that old? He might be. Why not? But the thing is that the managers he's mentioning, at least two of them, he's saying, "Oh, you support the team when you're losing, and you support." The Jezza and all marching on their feet to get rid of a couple of these guys. You know what I mean? So they didn't support the team when they're losing. It's not good enough when they weren't winning leagues. They marched to get them out. So he's talking absolute bollocks. Like everybody was all together and singing North London Forever when we were doing shit. No, there was booze. There was marching on their feet.
Facts.
They did the same for Wenger, for fuck's sake. They left the stadium. They forced them out. So he's talking absolute bollocks. Standards, but now you're not meant to have them. Now we celebrate mediocrity. I saw some guy put up today. Yeah, some guy put up a meme or whatever you call it today of what you call it. It's like a funny thing where he goes, "Oh, when you're having dinner with your wife and you overhear someone talking about the fantastic run after the Dubai trip in 23-24, and it's all just how amazing it was." And I was like, we didn't win anything that season. That's what we're celebrating now: runs and silly records that mean nothing. It's all a smoke screen set up by these boys. But the manager does it at the start. He lied again in his press conference by saying, "Oh, guys, someone said someone asked him, oh, does the best defense always win the league? Oh, yes, guys, true history. The best defense always win the league, but maybe 3 times, guys, when we had the best defense the last 3 years, we didn't." So he's basically saying, throughout history, in all the leagues combined, there's only been 3 times when the best defense hasn't won the league, and that was him. Poor old him. You know, he's so unlucky. And number 1, that's absolute bollocks, by the way. And number 2, we didn't have the best defense the last 3 years, because that's 24-25, 23-24, and 22-23. 22-23, we didn't have the best defense in the league. City let in 10 less. But he just says these lies, man. He says these lies, and nobody calls him. Nobody calls him out on it. So it's an absolute load of bollocks, man. It's so annoying.
Shane, this is, I'll say it and I'll repeat it, Shane, yeah? This guy, people around the world think this is what an Arsenal supporter, this is how you support your club, do you know what I'm saying? And this is the face of Arsenal, do you know what I'm saying? Because of the, the clout, because of the clout, obviously. But listen to this.
For the last 3 years,
He's talking about us here. Look at this.
George Graham's defence, right? So what Arteta's doing, all these people, okay, for the last 3 years, we come second.
But look where it's going, right? And also, I bought it today.
Look where it's going. We're still building.
King Arteta.
We're still building. Look where it's got. We're still building.
People, okay, for the last 3 years, we come second. But look where it's going, right? And also, I bought it today. Just deliberately wind up all you haters.
Look.
King Arteta, all right? King Arteta, based on fact.
Who does he mean by haters? Because I haven't seen any rival fan hate on Arteta. They hate on Arsenal. They don't hate on Arteta himself.
Because of
He
people
didn't
like
win
him.
anything to
Because of
hate.
fans like that. Yeah. No, they're not scared of him.
Thank you. People only hate on the winner. People hate on Pep.
Yeah.
People hate
Yeah.
on Klopp. Makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you get hate, know that you're doing well. If you get hate, know that you're doing well. Just like yourself, just like us, just like everybody else in the camp, bro. But this is the thing. Look,
One big thing about that as well. When you support a football club, you don't just support it when it's winning. You support it when it's losing. I went through Bertie Me, Terry Neal, Don Howe, all these people. When we were losing,
this is the thing, yeah. Just wanted to. I know I'm stopping it. I'm sorry, but like I need to stop at these points because these are the points that piss me off. They pissed me off when I read when I saw this. It pissed me off. So now he's saying that you need to support your team when you're losing. Do you know how many lose game because this mentality? How many people have a loser mentality from these fans that think that support the club through the mess? You know, it makes you sound fucking no. You support it. You support it through the mess. You call out stuff that are wrong. So club changes. This is how it works in reality. This is how it worked back in the days that he's talking about. Just like Shane mentioned, we're talking them days. Them days they had standards, bro. Even Arsene Wenger, we got him out. We should have got him out before, but we got him out though. Do you know what I'm saying? We did. Yeah, I know. My Wi-Fi is bugging.
right? And also, I bought it today. Just deliberately wind up all you haters.
No, sorry, we heard them.
I went through Bertie Me, Terry Neal, Don Howe,
Just name him
all these
randomly.
people. When we were losing, never won anything. But the other big thing, right, is this. Joshua, wait. When I speak with all this passion, is this. We live in a worldwide multicultural society. You respect everyone's opinion.
You know why he's saying this? Like, you don't need me to say like he's saying multicultural shit like that. Like, yeah, there was no point where like, what does that have to do?
What
with
is that?
anything?
That's got nothing.
that
It's
have
just a
to do with
trigger.
anything?
It's just a trigger to
Do you know
try
what
and
I'm
act
saying?
like,
Why
oh.
would you mention it?
Because
It has nothing to do.
Do you know
with
what it is, Rashid?
Do you know,
I
it
got
has
that.
nothing to do with what you're talking about. We live in a multicultural. Just say Arsenal fans.
Speak with all this
Yeah.
passion. It's this. We live.
I'm not using this laptop no more. I'm not gonna leave this laptop.
You just came back in
Sorry,
there just as you
guys.
came out
But
of it.
sorry, I do apologize. I can't find the laptop now.
But yeah, no, listen, that multicultural thing is just dropped in.
Sorry.
That's just dropped in as a trigger. That's it. That's just to act like I got it when the Arsenal put out a video recently of family and this and that, and it's all the guy dancing in the stands with his girlfriend and another guy proposing on the pitch and people kissing and all the stuff. And I just said, severe lack of trophies in this video. And they all the top gooners went off on me. One guy, oh, you just want to go back to the knuckle dragon age of racism. And I said, where the fuck did you get that from? You know what I mean? Just because I said that there's no trophies. So that's all he's doing there. He's just trying to make out that anyone that doesn't just want to be part of the happy clappers, then you're a horrible person and you're this and you're that. It's such a load of bollocks. You're entitled and we're a family now and don't try and upset the family. Go fucking support someone else then, honestly. Because we're Arsenal, we should be winning. I'm so sick and tired that way we've been infiltrated by these woke fucking idiots, man, that come in and go, I go to the Emirates to socialise. That's why you leave with 15 minutes left every game. Do you know who doesn't leave? Kenny Ken and DJB and Aaron. They don't leave early, no matter what the score. These guys leave early. That's the big issue, man. That is the big issue with this club. We've been infiltrated by a load of fucking modern day idiots. We're the most fashionable club to support. on the planet. And it not for the better, by the way. Not for the better. That's why we've attracted all these fucking flip-flop wearing idiots that have come in. Sorry, Rashid's just having a bit of an issue with his... You back? He's back, people. He's back. Don't you worry. He's back. But yeah, man, that guy's an absolute clown. That guy's an absolute clown. But AFTV have gone down that road. As soon as that guy made a fool of himself a few months ago with the whole Shane didn't want the voyeur session of random strangers kissing. Yeah, that makes me Tommy Robinson, isn't it? Just because I didn't want to see, just because I didn't think we should be winning some fucking trophies, man. Just because we should have fucking been winning some trophies, that makes me a horrible right-wing lunatic and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? But that's what we're doing. Yeah, once that guy made a fool of himself on AFTV with the burner boy bollocks, they went, you know what, this is the road we have to go down. We need to get traction off these guys. That's why they have Pincus, man. That's why they have Pincus. That's why they have him on. Whoever makes a fool of themselves. Did you hear the story about him?
Why is he using man? The burner.
Let me tell you this, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this. For the match there during the week, the Palace match, there's someone that we stream with, right? Yeah. That was at the train station on the way to go to the match. And he says, I was sitting there and I saw Pincus on the platform, right? And he was wearing his matching tracksuit and his, you know, being the whole fucking street geezer thing. And he said that Pincus clocked him and started sort of looking at him and thinking, oh, he's going to want to come up to me and he's going to want to say hello and all that sort of stuff. And this guy who we know said, I'm not fucking going, he's a dickhead. But then apparently Pincus clocked two young lads sitting on a bench who recognized him. And Pincus puffed his chest out and sort of looked over at them, and the two lads go, are you that fucking wanker from AFTV? Off he went. Absolutely schooled, man. Bit like poor Rashid's fucking internet, man. Bit like Rashid's internet.
Sorry, I missed that part.
Sorry, yeah. He was at so the guy that we know was at the train station. He saw Pincus, and Pincus started sort of giving him the eye, like, oh, yeah, it is me. Don't you worry, it is me, you know. And the guy that we know just said, I'm not paying attention to him. He's a dickhead. He said he's there in his full tracksuit, all of that stuff. And then Pincus clocks two young lads, about 20 years old, sitting on a bench, and he sees them looking at him. So he sort of gives the chest and, like, starts walking towards them, like, yeah, it's me, right? And one of the lads just stands up and goes, are you that fucking wanker from AFTV? Oh, head down, and he's back down the platform. Oh, man. When I heard it on the phone, I was like, this is one of the best things I've ever heard.
Shane, listen to me. The streets got Arteta out. People don't know that this Arteta is only some places, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, some at the stadium, but it's the worldwide chain. It's the world. You know, Arsenal's huge, right? Arsenal's huge. So the worldwide fans, it plays a part. If, like I said many, many times, like I hang out in the same place, like people know, and it's the area where, like, that's where people will probably do something to you. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all I get is love. I swear to God, people, and I hope I die right now. All I get is love.
Yeah, it's the day trippers that want them in. It's the day tripper, fair weather fans, or else it's the ones that have skin in the game, the Cantons and the Semius who want to keep their job. Exactly. It's them, and it's the fair weather fans. The diehard fans that I've spoken to and met, most of them are Arteta out. The older fans, and someone put it in there in the chat. Mr. Pad said there's an argument to be made that the older top gooners are worse than the younger ones. Absolute facts. It breaks my heart when I see someone my age that wants this manager in when they've seen success, when they've been bamboozled by this manager. Definitely, the younger people, they maybe they haven't seen a big trophy. Maybe they think this is as good as it gets. They don't realize that we should be winning shit. You know what I mean? So I think, older top gooners are worse, like Burner Boy and all, but he's got skin in the game as well. He's got money in AFTV. You can be sure of that. You can be sure of that, man.
Yeah, it must be some kind of money thing, because I'll be real. The only reason why you go to games and other people don't, the real ones don't, is because of money, bro. Because football ain't for the working class no more, and that's bad. In it, Shane. It's not for the working class no more.
No, it's
like
tragic.
For you, it'll be a bag at least. It'll be a bag at least.
Oh, easy. Yeah, easy. Yeah, hotel, flights, ticket, food, done. You're dropping $1,000 easily dropping $1,000, and that's just if you go on your own. Never mind if you're bringing the missus or whatever, you know. 'Cause she's a
Oh,
big Arsenal
man.
fan. Like I'm looking to go over now for hopefully the Brentford game. But you know, I'll try and get put up by someone, you know, to just kip on your couch for the night, you know what I mean? Something like that, because I'm not spending 200 quid in a hotel that I'll just go there to sleep. I have no problem doing it if I have to, but I'm sure I'll get put up somewhere. But you'll still be dropping a decent amount, you know, and it's just one of those things. And then you do get the people that come over then from wherever else around the world that costs even more. I'm only coming across the sea. Like I'm not going fucking. It's a 40-minute flight for me. You know, there's people coming 6-7 hours. They're not going to go there to do. They're not going to go there to do.
America,
you know what I mean?
crazy.
Yeah, they're going there to have a good time. So they'll celebrate and they'll clap and they'll clap along. But it's the yuppies and all that ruin it, man. The ones that go there to hang out with their friends. And you know what the thing is? If Arteta's having to come up with gimmicks, like he turns the TVs off now when the second half starts. You know, the TVs that are in around the bars and stuff.
Yeah.
They're all gone off, so people go back to their seats. So now people are being told how to celebrate. I had someone in my chat saying it. Oh, you should cheer from the start. And I said, mate, the Palace game, it took 32 minutes till they had a shot. You can't expect someone. This is entertainment. Like you pay for the ticket to go and be entertained. They're not paying you to go where you have a job to do and cheer them along. That's why Arteta's always, I need the crowd tomorrow and I need entertain them then, dickhead. Take a shot in the first 5 minutes. I've always said it. If I was a manager, I'd say, listen, in the first 5 minutes, someone just ping in a shot from somewhere. I don't care. Just ping in a shot. If it hits the defender
Just
and goes
get them-
wide, if it just
get
goes
them
wide.
rounded,
People
just
get
get them
going.
rounded,
It's just-
yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to keep going up to them doing this. It's very simple. Take a player on. I'll be telling my winger, take him on. Take him on. Not every time, but just take him on and try something. Because it gets the crowd. If you want to go, you can't keep telling them. And I was saying it to views, and I was half joking, but do you ever see like in sitcoms where they have the TVs facing the people watching that says applause or laugh? Or we'll probably have that soon, you know, and then everybody will have to applaud. Yeah, and these people saying, "Oh, well, give the tickets then to someone who will clap along." Really, that's not what you want. It's not real, though. It's not real clapping. If you're doing it for the sake of it, it's not real. You can't get into a song. You can't. When the Liverpool fans sing "You'll Never Walk Alone," they mean it. That's why it sounds so good. It's because they mean it. They don't have to play "You'll Never Walk Alone" over the tannoy. The crowd will do it. You can't force these things. It's organic. And this manager, if you want the atmosphere like that, go back to the football of 22-23. The atmosphere was electric. People were saying it was the best in the country that year.
Facts.
Why? The football, mate.
Facts. But then people
It's
tell
simple.
you, this is what they'll tell you, Shane. They'll tell you, oh, it's because it was the first year of competing.
No.
It wasn't because of that. Because
No.
even the second year, it went down and down
Yeah.
and down and down. Every season, it's getting worse. Every season,
and we were
it's getting
closer.
worse.
We were closer to the season after 22-23. We were only 2 points off.
And I
It
used
wasn't
to
the
go
same.
to a couple of games more than because now I'm on YouTube. It's kind of like a bit different, but like I used to go to a couple, so and it got worse and worse and worse and worse. Because I'll be real, if you're a working man, it's very hard for you to get that ticket. Do you know what I'm saying? The real ones, man, I'm telling you, like there's still real ones that still go to the games, but there's a lot of people that don't get the chance to go to the games. People think that, oh, they don't go to the games because they don't want to. No, or because they're scared. No, we're not scared. It's because going to the games is a fortune nowadays. Do you know what I'm saying? I would rather put it on my loved ones. You know, do you get me? Like, it's kind of like it doesn't. Football's supposed to be an escape. It's not supposed to be, I don't know, some kind of like black hole that sucks all your money. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's crazy. Like, and what we watching anyway? Let's be honest. What are we watching? We're the most expensive season ticket for 17th place. You're watching corners. You're basically going there to watch corners. 40 minutes of corners. Because Declan Rice takes long to take the corner. And then we stop, and then there's VAR, and then there's that. Basically,
Same with the throw-ins, Rashid. Same with the throw-ins. We're taking far too long on the throw-ins for long throws that don't work. You know what I mean? Like, we're the big team. You shouldn't be relying on throw-ins. It should be quick throw-in, keep the pressure on them, flatten them. It'd be different if we were scoring from a lot of throw-ins. Like I said, we haven't scored from one. So why are we still doing them? Oh, to slow the game down. Right, but we're doing it when we're drawing nil all. It just infuriates me, man. It infuriates me. And if people think we're nitpicking, I keep saying this. Yeah, we are, right? We are nitpicking because If you want to win elite sports, you have to nitpick. You have to dismiss the 90% of things that went well and concentrate on the 10% that didn't go well and fix them. Because do you think that Jose Mourinho in his prime and Guardiola and Ferguson and Wenger weren't going, okay, guys, listen, well done. We won 1-0. You did this, and this well, but we need to fix these two things. Because if we go in the next week and do these two things wrong, we might get punished. Oh, there's no shots on target. Right, well, Palace still had the better of the game in the first half. By a country mile, they were better than us. We didn't have a shot for half an hour.
Oh, Arteta told us in the press conference they had 9 players, but in their box all the time.
Oh yeah. No, not in any way, shape, or form. How were they closing down Zubamendi's passes then in our half? You know what I mean? Make it make sense. This guy's full of shit, by the way, and we all know that. He has everything put in place for him. The only way we can't win this league will be simply because of him. And the top gooners cannot hide because they tell us we have I say we have the best defense in the world as well, and I said that this morning.
Yeah.
And I don't say stuff like that.
But we had that last season, no? Don't you agree?
No, I don't think so. I think PSG is better than ours last season. I think we have a better defense now. They've just matured another year. But when we say that, Gabriel, Saliba, and Timber are all in the red for me, right? And Calafiori's always injured. I'm surprised he's lasted this long. And I don't rate Calafiori anyway. I still don't. He's too fucking defensively. He's not good enough. But people say, well, he must be. But the other three again are making him look better. So I look at it and go, yeah, we have the best. I'll throw out the compliments when they're there. With me, I did a show last week with Jezza and all. We were discussing what made BBK, the legend, was there. What makes a world class player? And we were saying we don't have one. I don't think we do. I think Timber's very close. I think there's a few of them that are
Saliba,
close.
no, isn't
Saliba's close? I don't think he is yet. I think he's close. I think Gabriel's close, and I think Rice could be close. Saka's fallen off too much to be close for me. But they need to have several trophies to be world class. You do have to win several trophies. There was one exception that we found, and some of us didn't even agree. I did, and
which was Harry Kane.
Matt Letizia. Matt Letizia was world class.
Okay,
you know what I mean? He was world class because Kyle put it perfectly when he said he kept up a team about 8 years in a row that should have gone down on his own. You know what I mean? So you can put that like the trophy thing. And I went, you know what? He was world class. He was world class, right? But Harry Kane's won trophies and he's world class. Yeah, he's definitely world class. You know what I mean?
Harry Kane before the trophies, I always felt like this player is top class. I feel like
he's different level. Yeah, there is exceptions, Rashid. There is exceptions. You know what I mean? But you know, even if we, you know what? I'll rephrase that. Even if we didn't win any trophies for the next 4 years, and Timber played at the level he's playing at now for 4 years, because it's more the length of time for me, then I'd go, yeah, you are in that class because you could play for any club in the world. You can't just do it for a year. You can't do it for a year. Loads of players. Remember your man Michu at Swansea was fucking nearly top scorer. He faded away.
Everyone had a year.
Yeah, you know. So everyone has a year. So if he can keep that standard up, he's up there. He's had 2 years now ish where he's been just, for me, the second best right back on the planet. I put him ahead of the rest. I think he's almost irreplaceable. Where there are defenders out there that could replace Saliba. You know what I mean? I still think Saliba has the highest ceiling of them all, if you want to use that term. I think he could become better than all of them. But there's something up here for me that he's just a bit casual about it, maybe. I think if Gabriel had Saliba's talents, he'd be world class now with his mentality.
Best in the world.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because he's close to the best in the world. But I think Gabriel is at his peak now. I don't think there's another level for him where I look at Saliba and go, there's a couple more levels there for you if you apply yourself properly. Just
a quick one, before we move on. Yeah. Who is the best in the world for you when it comes to centre backs? Or do you go by pairing? Because some people would go by pairing.
No, it has to be individual. It has to be individual. Okay. Van Dijk was probably up there. Yeah. But he just this season he looks like he's fallen off. But because he's been so good for so long, I give him more time to get his shit together.
Bastoni?
You see players like that sometimes. Yeah, he's up there. And then there's these players where you look at them and you go, okay, he's fallen off now, he's done. And the top ones always sort of just adjust their game a little bit and then they come back again. So look, compared to where we were with centre backs, the standard is terrible.
Oh, man.
It's terrible. That you're struggling to find. It's night and day. You used to look at the Premier League 20 years ago and you'd go, well, who's the best in England? And you'd be going, right, well, is it Sol Campbell, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Vidic? You know, Henshaw. You know, there was just a stream of them, and now you're looking, going, oosh, you have to sort of look
Facts.
around and try and find them. But
Rudiger,
Gabriel's
maybe.
close. Gabriel's
He's
close.
clumsy.
He is close.
Mm.
Who's that?
I was gonna say Rudiger maybe, but again, he's very clumsy.
Yeah,
sometimes.
he's a bit hot and cold. He's a bit hot and
Yeah.
cold, isn't he? But there's some around. You know, there's a couple. There's none like there used to be for me. They're not like they used to be. So Gabriel will be up there, man. He'll be up there without a doubt. But he needs trophies to really take that to the next level.
100%. BBK saying it cost me $1,400 to watch a game, and I did that from 2008 to 2016.
Yeah.
That is madness, BBK.
Yeah, and then
That
the travel
is
time and all,
madness.
Rishi.
That is a lot of money. Are you telling me that you came half the games and it's a bag 400 every game? After we fucked
Crazy.
off the title to Leicester, I stopped caring and stopped going. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. If you go buy Coca-Cola right now, you think you're a fan, they don't care about you. Email them 100 times about rent, they'll never go respond to you. Never respond to you. Email them about rent. They don't care about you. It's their business. We just love the club. We just built up on it. It's just how it is. We love football to the point where, like, we just love this club, and it's been years, and you know, it's kind of addictive. You know what I'm saying, when you think about it? And that's the thing. You shouldn't care, bro. Why would I go pay that insane amount of money? 1,400, by the way. Listen, chat, please tell him. 1,400 is madness. Even for a middle class man. I'm not saying you are, but like even for a middle class kind of like citizen, that is madness. 1,400 a game. Or I think it is it. Yeah, it must be 1,400 a game. I mean, you live in America, innit? Once I move out on my own, I might fly. Big up, fly to the Emirates. Maybe, bro. Maybe Gabriel has been better than Saliba for over a year, in my opinion. I think he's better than Saliba, and he has been an unpopular opinion, perhaps. What's this show called? What's this show called?
Yeah, listen, he's been better than him. I just think that Saliba, if he applied himself fully to the way Gabriel does, where
As
it's
a
just
footballer.
100%, if he just applied himself 100% to the training, to the way he plays, Saliba would go past him. I'll put it this way: there's stuff that Saliba can do that Gabriel can't. I think Saliba can do everything Gabriel does. You know what I mean? I think there's aspects to his game that come naturally to him, just as reading to the game and stuff that you can't really train. Saliba just doesn't have to run around as much like a madman. He's able to just naturally read the game. Some players have that. Tony Adams had it. Rio Ferdinand had it.
Max.
You know, Bobby Moore had it. Beckenbauer and all these guys had it.
Yeah.
Maldini.
There was
just
always
read
like the bruiser, and then there's the more technical guy.
Yeah.
There's a Vidic and there's a Rio Ferdinand. But to be honest, I always liked Rio Ferdinand. Even though I rated Vidic,
brilliant.
I put them on the same pedestal, but like, just like as a
Ferdinand was a class ahead.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just a little bit, above. Because let's be honest, Vidic used to murk people on that pitch. Vidic was a strong defender, very underrated defender, by the way, very underrated. Big up Stooge, though. Big up Stooge. We need to get into the Brighton game. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up Guna. Big up Dazza. Big up Dazza, man. 2 games sold to Taron, and my season ticket is paid for. Big up Dazza, man. Big up Dazza. Bro, you're lucky, bro. You're lucky, man. Even Tox from Football Fans Tribe, a Nigerian-based football fan channel, recently toured UK to attend different Prem games, and he was at the Classical. Man, I don't know how much money you spent on that one. I don't know how much. Shane, might also be that Saliba was rushed back. Yeah, might be.
Oh, it is. That's what it is. That's 100% what it is. Yeah, he was rushed back. He forced to play for a start at Anfield. Never should have been. We all saw that. We all knew that.
Yes.
Then he was rushed back because he came off. And Arteta talked about, he's got a new ankle injury. No, not a new one, mate. Not a new one. You've done him in on the old one. And if he doesn't get a proper rest, not only will he just keep breaking down, if he just keeps bringing him back too early, it'll get to the point where he's just injury prone as he grows, like Ben White. You know, he's ruined these players, man, and he's doing it again to Saliba. He's a fucking lunatic, man.
Facts, man, facts. Wahaha saying, I thought Vidic was better than Rio. You're a madman, Wahaha. You're a man, but this is uncomfortable conversations. Fair enough. It's uncomfortable conversations. Okay, but I don't know about that one, Wahaha. I'll be honest with you. I really do see that Rio's better than him. But I respect your opinion. I understand maybe why you would go for Vidic. Vidic was a good defender.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's the perks of my ticket is you get to spend time with Aaron. And the downside is, Mate, you have to pick up Aaron to use the urinal.
They don't have the kids one. They don't have the lower one for him. No.
You're a real friend, Dazza. You're a real friend, man. You're a real friend. Peter, Mr. Pan saying Arteta and Saka was ill, but still played him for 66 minutes. He also said Saliba had 2 injury issues. Facts. No. He said 2 issues, and then they told him what it is. He told them, I don't know. So
No, he does
you
that all
know
the time,
about, you know that he has 2 issues,
yeah.
but you don't understand what the issues are. I don't get it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. When I was in the UK last December, Jan, I couldn't even stream Now TV because UK is no longer in EU. Yeah, which is stupid considering that the Prem is a British league. Facts, man. Big up Tex as well, man. Tex, it's been time, bro. It's been time, my bro. Salute to you,
Legend.
though. Salute to you. Shane, let's move on a little bit to the Brighton game. You know, let's talk about it a little bit. Are you confident with this game? Because I'm looking at it like a tough game if we don't score that set piece. If we do not score that set piece, it's going to be a very, very tough game. And I believe that if we don't get that set piece, because I'm just going to start saying set piece from now on. From now on, this is my analysis. Slot out. That's my analysis. That's my analysis. Yeah, slot out. My analysis of the game is if we score a corner, it's going to be different than when we don't score. We've seen it against Leeds. We didn't score until we scored a corner, Shane. We saw it against Atletico Madrid. We didn't score until we scored a corner. Newcastle, there've been several games that we can't score until we score the corner. Then the other team obviously comes out to play more, and then we start finding spaces and scoring. And people will tell you, oh, but that means all the teams sit back. Of course, they're going to sit back. Yesterday, I was
sit
saying
back against Liverpool and City as well, mate. They sit back against all the big teams.
Against City, Liverpool. But looking at the midfield that we're going to go in with, I'm talking about Norgard, Moreno, and Ethan. Big worry for me if we don't score that set piece. Shane, what's your thoughts, man?
Do you know what it is? This whole thing about the set pieces and all, it's nothing to do with the teams playing low blocks that we can't score. It's the tactics that can't break down a low block. You know what I mean? It's this guy's nullifying players. City face low blocks. Liverpool face low blocks. Liverpool might be losing those games, but they're scoring sort of 2 every game. They're just losing 3-2. You know what I mean? So the low block is there for other teams as well. It's just we struggle with it because this guy's an idiot. So I'm with you. I think this Brighton game could be tough. I really do. I think if this is what I would go with now, by the way. Because I want to see rest all around, right? I want to see rest all around. But my thing is, then people say, oh, well, then you're binning off the cup. We have to remember, Brighton will make 6 or 7 changes as well. Minimum. Brighton are going to make a load of changes. They're not going to go with a full team. They should go with a full team and try and win a cup, but that's not the way it works. So for me, I would change wholesale changes, except for Eze, because I think he needs more football. He needs more freedom. I give Marino. I know this guy wants to put him in somewhere. Give Gyökeres a rest.
Just one question.
And the reason,
Max Stallman. Where's Max Stallman? Are we not going to play him, or is it not the game for him?
I don't. I know you think he should be playing. I don't think he should be playing.
Okay.
I really don't. I really don't think he should. Not starting. Not starting. I'd bring him on. You could even take Marino out if you want, put Martinelli up front and put Max Stallman. No problem. Do that. But I want to see if we had. See, this is the thing. If we had Nwaneri and Eze in the 2 10s or the 2 8s, we mightn't need corners because they can make something happen. If they were just given the freedom, that team would have more chance of scoring from open play than the first team we have now. No, listen, I'm not putting a 15-year-old in. I'm sorry. He could get smashed. He could get. I don't think he's right for it. I'll bring him on when the game's stretched.
Fair enough. I was going to say, is it because it's Brighton or is it because?
Oh, it's because he's too young.
Let's say if it was Leighton Orient, would you play it?
I think he'd be more likely to get smashed up in a game like that, wouldn't he? He's a little prick, you know. These lower. For me, that's all it's about. Is just him getting smashed up. I think people say, "Oh, look at Jamal," but that year can make a difference. Also, it's Spain. It's not as physical. For me, Max Downman
Why
will
are
be
you
next
saving
year.
him for the next manager? You're saving him for the next manager. Shane.
That as well as just next year. His body's still growing. He still needs to grow. It's just if he got a bad leg break or something like that, or he just got mentally he got schooled. There's these things. I think he's strong enough. And maybe I'm being a bit cautious. I just think 15 is just a little too young for me. I'd bring him on when the game's stretched, maybe if we're 2 or 3-0 up and the other team aren't really into it. Get him minutes that way. But the only reason he played him in the first couple of games was to break records. That's it, man. He doesn't give a shit about playing youngsters. He doesn't. Look what he did with Ethan. Broke the record with him. Microwave minutes ever since. Now, this is for me. I'd love to squeeze Lewis Skelly in midfield somewhere, but I want to change the defenders. Play Calafiore if you want and bring Lewis Skelly in and take Eze out and put him and Ethan there. But he won't do it. I think he will play. I think Gabriel will play. I think, Lewis Skelly will come in. Norgard will play. I think Eze will play. Ethan might. He might. So he might do that. I think Trossard and Martinelli will play. I think then it will probably be Gyökeres. Ben White, I don't know. I think he might, but he won't last the game. The only problem that I have is I just don't want to see the famous five. I don't want to see Saka. I don't want to see Rice. I don't want to see Timber. I don't want to see Gabriel. And I don't want to see Saliba. Now, Gabriel is probably still carrying an injury. Saliba's injured. Timber will probably be thrown in at some point. But just once those 5 aren't playing, I don't really mind what he does with the rest of the team. I would just like Gyökeres on the bench not just in case he gets injured, but just that if the game is stretched and there's 20 minutes left, he could come on and get a goal for his confidence. I think if he plays the whole match and he misses a couple of chances, he seems like the type that goes in on himself when he misses, where top strikers are able to just wipe it away and say, you know what, I'll score the next one. He seems to be in a place now where if he has another game where he's missing chances, then it could be a problem. So for me, I'd want to see this for rotation, but I want this prick to prove that we have this squad that everyone talks about. Because I was told in the summer that Arsenal's second team, i.e. this one, would finish in the top 6. Right? That's what I was told. So then they should be able to beat Brighton then. You know what I mean? So we should be able to make those changes and beat Brighton. If you get to the semis, play your first team, right? Don't take any chances. But a loss here could derail things. Funnily enough, it could derail things. There's all the questions come in again. Oh, another trophy gone. You know, so I want to see big changes and still a result. And if we make big changes and lose, still don't want anyone coming to me and saying, oh, well, you wanted all the changes. Right, but I was told that this team could finish top 6. So let's see the big squad now. Let's see how good this squad is, that we have 2 10 or 2 11s that could challenge for the league. Because there's a wholesale changes for you, and that's still with Eze in the team. So let's see it. That's what I want to see.
Facts, 100%. I feel like this team is quite decent, to be honest. And I understand why you wanted to play Lewis Skelly, because he's more of a balanced midfielder compared to like playing Ethan or Eze. 100% will create more with this team. 2 10s. I mean, we're going against Brighton. We should be going in with a team like this. Moreno up top. I know we don't have any other option in it.
That's the only reason
he's decent as a striker. He's decent, isn't it? He's decent as a striker. Not just not in the midfield. Just not in the midfield because it just opens up. The midfield opens up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Lily Blue, bro.
Well, that's literally why I put him up front. It was to give Gyökeres a rest and just to not have him in midfield. Because I know this guy wants to play him. So there, you just throw him up front, mate.
100%. Trossard, Martinelli. But Shane, what's the team that you think he's gonna play?
I think it won't be far off. I think he'll play Gyökeres. He'll probably play fucking Saka. This guy's a lunatic, man. This guy's a lunatic. And don't be surprised if Saka starts. Do not be surprised. Oh, he wants to play. So what, mate? You know, Ben White wanted to play when he had a grade 2 hamstring. You still don't let him. So I think he might have to change both centre backs. I think he'll find Gabriel will play. Do you know what? He'll probably play. And Mosquera will play beside him. I think Capie might start at left back. He seems to like him. That means Lewis Skelly be on the bench. You know, he doesn't want to play Lewis Skelly in midfield. He doesn't want to because he knows he'll ball out. He knows he'll ball out. Look at where even Zippy Semiu, when he was talking about how good Lewis Skelly was against Atletico, he still had to say when he got the ball, he drifted inside and got the ball. No, he didn't. Oh, so he got the ball and drifted inside. No, he drifted inside and then he got the ball. So he picked up the ball where he should be, right on the centre circle. That's where he should be all the time. And then he was able to burst forward. And imagine we had him in midfield all the time, Rashid.
Oh man,
Imagine we had unbelievable. The guy can do stuff that no one else can. He can
Facts.
we need Morgan Rogers. We have one sitting right there. He's just being forced at left back or the bench. We have a Morgan
You
Rogers right
see
there.
that
a player
little
that
body
kicks
thing
the ball.
against Atletico Madrid, the whole
Unbelievable, man.
midfield.
It's unbelievable. And he opened up space. And if he doesn't score that goal, if we don't get that goal, that second goal, that could have got nasty.
Yeah,
That's
could have gone
the
nasty.
goal that killed off Atletico. Why wouldn't you? It's so infuriating that he doesn't get any minutes in midfield, because you look at like Odegaard's never doing that, Rashid. He is never ever in his lifetime going to wriggle out of three
Odegaard's a
players.
different player. That's what they're telling me.
Yeah, he's a shit player, and Lewis Kelly's a good player. That's the only difference. Right? He would never be able to wriggle out of three players. Atletico Madrid players, by the way,
Facts.
charge forward and then have the composure to slip the ball in. Odegaard would have waited, and then
And Gallagher's
scoop
fast, by
over.
the way. Gallagher's fast.
Yeah.
He's not slow.
Yeah, and he's tough. But Odegaard would have waited and then tried a little scoop, or he would have spun on the ball and played it when Martinelli was offside.
Everybody's back to their position. Everybody's back.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
He
what it is.
burst forward and then had the composure to put it on a plate. And do you know when it's a good ball when it's coming in at the side of someone and they don't have to take a touch?
Facts.
Perfect ball,
Facts.
right? He weighted it perfectly, so Martinelli didn't have to take a touch. He could just hit it. Again, Odegaard would never. So him not playing in midfield is an absolute disgrace for me. But this guy doesn't want to, because then people will go, "Oh, were you wrong to play him at left back then?" You know what I mean? That's how his mind works. He just doesn't want to. He has to be the genius. So there's again, these guys will shoot himself in the foot. But I'd love to see him in midfield. Maybe he'll shock us. Who knows? But
Hopefully, man.
Yeah.
I really do want to. But it is what it is. Shane, we're gonna have to wrap up. Thank you for being here, of course, 100%. Always, man. It's always a lit show. That hour just flew, by the way.
you did
I tell him this behind the backstage, but I'm saying it right now. That hour just flew. Big up Waha saying I wanted Tesco, but that's nationality bias. This is something that I wouldn't do. You see, I would go for Ait Nouri, but Ait Nouri is shit defensively. That's why I never talked about him.
Do you think he is? Do you?
I mean, not shit defensively, but compared to compared to Calafiori, obviously he's better, but he does have his moments. I see.
What about Mahrez? Would you take Mahrez? You'd have to take Mahrez.
Oh, Mahrez, man, I wanted Mahrez and this team so bad. I really.
I thought it was left back though. That's the problem.
Oh, he probably would have played a right left wing back.
Yeah.
That's where he probably would play. Mahrez, ball looking like Mahrez, bro. It's crazy, but yeah, 100%. Would you take Amora? Amora's a striker, by the way, but that's the thing, Mr. Pads. Amora is a very good striker, but I want him to go through a team to get to Arsenal, where it's just a different level. He's a very good striker that plays in Germany, Shane. But he's quite short. So people don't take him that seriously. I think my internet has been playing up. I'm sorry, my people. But anyway, we're wrapping up. Shane, what's your prediction?
League Cup is always hard to call. It's always hard to call. I think we'll be okay. I have a sneaky feeling it'll go to penalties. I have a sneaky feeling it might go to penalties, but if I have to put a sort of gun to my head prediction, I'll go 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. If he plays the team I picked or something close with all the ballers in it, we might see some open play goals. But if he doesn't, then do we get the set piece goals? Without Rice and without the two centre backs. So it's a bit of do you know what it is, Rashid? I want to see more of him just not playing the famous five. And I still definitely want us to go through, because if he blows another competition,
I'll lose my shit.
If we won that in March, if we won that cup in March, Rashid, that could be the difference between winning the league and not winning the league.
Facts.
For the mentality alone.
It's a character builder. That's the way I see it, Shane. Do you remember when Pep Guardiola joined the league? He went for that. He went for that cup. Not only until he got very comfortable with winning the big trophies, then he kind of like, do you know what I'm saying? He kind of like
Mourinho the same. Mourinho is the same. Alex Ferguson is the same. They all won that first.
it just gives you that little boost, you know. It's not good enough. Don't get me wrong, people. For me personally, it's not good enough. Like you winning me the Carabao Cup is just the starters. It's like when you go to the Turkish restaurant, you want the starters, and then you get to the
burger.
to the kebab.
You want the burger?
Do you know?
Yeah.
100%. But big up to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna go raid Lee. Thank you for being here again. Shane, what you got coming up, man?
I'm on with Aaron for the OGs tonight at 9:30, and then obviously tomorrow the full Irish. I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow night. It's Napoli. I can't remember who it is. It's a Serie A game anyway. I have it lined up. And Wednesday night as well, I think I have a watch along. So yeah, I'll be busy obviously, and I have the retro show tomorrow with DJB and the old school show. Jesus Christ, yeah, I'll be on screen. Sorry, I'll be on your screen most of the day tomorrow. So my wife's going to be very, very happy. She wanted to put up with me. But yeah, listen, man, big up having me on. I love this show, man. We're up to 3 now. We'll be 4 on my channel next week. Uncomfortable conversations. You want to come over here if you want the 2 realest fuckers on the internet, come over here and join in. But big up to the wonderful chat as well, and yourself as always, man.
Facts, unbiased opinions, people. And big up to everyone that's locked in. Of course, without you lot, there is no show. And yeah, we're gonna raid Lee. So yeah, Rashid and Shane raid on the way, and we're out, people. Love.